All right. We should be live. Let's see if everything is working. Okay. Can you sort of see me? I am sure we're live now. Oh, we got Ben-san, Sosa-san. Welcome. Yes, okay, everything is working. I don't know how the sound is. I think the sound should be fine. We will have to see. See what your swordlings are saying. The music is supposed to be low because it's in the background. But other than that, I think everything is fine. So, this will be a shorter stream. I know I've said that the previous 3 streams, but this time it's true. This is just for showing. I will be going for an hour or so. It will pretty much just be a well, it will be kind of like an announcement update stream on what's going on, and especially when it comes to the stream schedule that we just have. It says we have, that's right, we have an official stream schedule as of today. Saturdays will be the day when we stream. But I'm gonna wait for a couple of swordlings to show up. Good evening, Ireland. Welcome to the stream. Yokoso. Will I be announcing any new videos? Other than that, what I'm working on specifically, I won't be saying exactly what the videos are because I want them to be surprises. Gabriel-san, welcome. So, I will also be talking about how these streams will be, and what the, because it's not just, they're not just scheduled. They also have, well, there will be some kind of structure to them that I will be talking about later. And when it comes to videos, I will get into that in a little bit. For now, we're gonna be waiting for a few swordlings to show up, and then I'm gonna be announcing some stuff. I think this should be good. Hopefully the sound is good. I haven't touched any of the settings, so it should be fine. But we will have to see. This stream, I want to be able to have this up on the channel as so that people know that there's new stuff coming up. Oh, speaking of, good thing I thought of this. I have some things I need to change. Just 1 second, my swordlings. How do you feel about being a guest on General Sam's podcast? It was great. He was a great host. And we also had some fun discussions, both on and off the podcast. So yes, it's been great. It was fun. And I wouldn't mind being on any other podcasts in the future as well. Kati-san, welcome. Okay, let's see here. So here's my idea. Actually, no. I'm gonna wait with that as well. I will tell you swordlings in a bit. Topu-san, welcome. I'm your inspiration. That is super sugoi. Wow. Would you do another one with him if he asked? Absolutely, I would. Yes. I would be fine with that. There's a lot of other topics we could talk about. I realized when we were doing this, doing that podcast, that we didn't bring up the crimes of Nintendo. I feel like that would have been an interesting one. Will I do a review on Death Stranding? As it is right now, I have not played the game. I don't own it, so I can't play it. But if because I don't really have, well, it's the traitor Kojima who made it, so of course I don't really have any interest in playing that on my own free will. It would have to be in that kind of setting, as a review thing. Sakamoto-san, welcome back. Seth-sama, how do you feel about Elder Scrolls Daggerfall and Argonians as a race? It's an interesting. I don't know specifically what Daggerfall means. I know about Elder Scrolls, which is a boring Western franchise. Of course, as everyone knows. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't play them. I've only tried a few of them, and it wasn't worth my time. Hello. Oh, welcome, Tedaka-san. Welcome. I am doing great. This has been it's been a good productive day. I've done a lot of work, so I am I'm in a good mood. Perhaps you two could have a discussion about Dark Souls, as General Sam has played a lot of Dark Souls, and I think it could be interesting. That's interesting. I don't think that topic ever came up. Not a lot of game discussion. Not a lot of games, actually. There's so many topics you could go over, and there's just not enough time. So, will you ever do a review of an Elder Scrolls game to show how baka it is? That would be super sugoi. I've heard many swordlings suggest that I should do Elder Scrolls games, and I could, absolutely. I don't own any of them. I don't, well, as you probably could have guessed. Jason, welcome to the stream. Because why would I wait? Why would I be owning a lot of these games? I have a good opportunity to use to try out Nintendo games because of my brother owns a Switch, but which I still haven't asked for, by the way. It's still here, even though it is his. He doesn't really seem to want it back. I haven't used it for review. I haven't used it since the Doom review, so it's just taking up a lot of space, and I have to look at that ugly thing. So I think I'm just gonna tell him if he doesn't ask to get it back, I might have to get rid of it. The trash can is really close. You might as well wait for Bethesda's next game, Starfield. I don't know anything about that. I mean, I could have just guessed what it could be, but I don't really know what that is. Does Joachim own any Elder Scrolls games? Or your brother Dave? I don't know. I don't know if Joachim plays those games. I know Dave has played. I don't know if he owns any of them. I could ask them, of course. But yes, that's I guess that's just about it. I don't really know much. Wondering which PS5 are you gonna get, digital or CD slot? I'm guessing the CD because we all love CD cases. Yes, physical is the way to go most of the time, because yes, because actually owning them yourself is way better. I think we all know that already. That is the way to go. So of course, yes, I do want the physical, well, DVD Blu-ray drive version. So, how many swordlings? This will be, by the way, around this time. Every Saturday, I will be streaming. 12, which is my time, 12 a.m. Or if it's American, it would be, was it 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I think, and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which I think is for a Saturday. I think that's the good balance. I think I struck a good balance there. It's good because then I can start a little bit later, because it would be morning in Japan, not too late in the morning, and also it won't be too late for Europeans. So I think it is the perfect balance, I would say. It does make sense. Help support game shops too. Yes, it does. Yes, we do. We still need physical games. Don't rely on digital. Don't rely on digital, because many of you might not know this. Buying games digitally is not safe. The provider that you buy them from can just take away the game at any time, and you don't have any say in it, which means that you have paid money for something that you don't actually own yourself. If you look at all the terms, it is when it comes to buying digital games that they can just remove it any time, and you have no say in it. That's what you have to agree with. And so it is preferable to have your own physical copies of games. Remember that. There's just some satisfaction by holding the physical game copy in your hands, in my opinion. Yes, that too. And personally, I don't own a game unless I hold it in my hands. So what's the big announcement, Sef-sama? I'm on the edge of my seat. There's no real big announcement. Gomena say if it sounded like it was something huge, but there is a couple of small things that I think are important for the channel. Now, I think this is a good time to start talking about the announcement. Well, first off, I think I might save the stream talk since I'm streaming right now. I'll start with the channel updates. First of all, Bon-san, welcome to the stream. First thing is, I am working on videos right now. I'm working on quite a bunch of videos, and I am taking my time to make sure that the next video coming out is good, it's well made, and that I'm satisfied with it. It is a game review. It is a review video, and then I have another video coming out that I've finished. I pretty much finished the script for it, but I have not started recording yet, and I might do some small adjustments to the script before I start recording it. There's also, let me actually pull up the. This is no exaggeration. There is a lot of videos. Okay. Jeffrey-san, welcome. Konnichiwa to you too. So, like I said, there is 2 reviews that I'm working on. There is an idea for, well, I guess 3 reviews that are planned. That are planned right now. There's also a, I would say, kind of a rant video that is coming out later. It doesn't. It's not super. I don't think it's. You could kind of call it. You could say it's a call out video in a sense. A very needed one. I have a rant video that I want to do. That's also gonna wait. That's gonna be sometime next month, I believe. There's also a video that I have planned. Let's see. Oh yes, not to mention, Topic Corner of Culture is coming back as soon as I'm done with the next review. Sounds like you have a huge load coming. I can't wait for Asordix to receive such a huge load from you, Sef-sama. Sugoi. Oh, don't. Yeah, arigato, Sakamoto-san. Yes, there will be a lot of stuff. Oh, my phone is going off. Kensei-san, welcome. I hope there's a new cover coming up. Absolutely love the Devil Trigger cover. My favorite. Yes, there are more covers coming. It will take a little bit longer for us to start working on that properly. But once we do, it will be really cigar. Okay. I can't say dates when these, because I'm sure a lot of you, if you've created videos or any type of content in the past, something that takes up a lot of time, you don't really know when it comes out, and usually you're setting yourself up for failure if you say a specific date or a time frame when you're gonna be releasing this stuff. So I don't do that. All I can say is that it's coming out soon, that I'm working hard on it. The next video is very special for me, personally. So I think that's gonna be interesting. Bonsan, Asef-sama, how high and low does your vocal range go? Well, I can't really show it off right now because I have, I just woke up from a nap, so my vocal cords are not, they could be better. But I think I have a good range, yes. I have practiced a lot of singing in the past. As you can probably tell from my videos. Ben-san, welcome. Have you seen or played Ghost of Tsushima, Sef-sama? No, I have not. I have a very hard time with the Westerners trying to create games off of Japanese culture, or any other culture in that matter, because they almost always fail miserably, and you see too much of their own culture stuck into the. Well, they do a lot. It's a weird blend of Western ideologies into cultures that they're not used to, and you can tell they're not doing proper research. Ghost of Tsushima is one of those. Love the Devil Trigger cover. Oh, arigato. That's really kind. I really appreciate it. I might have to go to get something to drink, but I think let me end off with the YouTube talk, the YouTube channel talk. When it comes to future content, that's pretty much all I had to say for now. And we're gonna be talking about YouTube or the streams, and what I have plans for in the future. I have a couple of good ideas. Can we all know your top 5 anime? Maybe you'll have some I haven't seen. My favorite is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Good choice. That's a good one. I can say my number one is Naruto. Mostly because it's really, really good, but also because I have a special bond with Naruto in general, since it helped me so much in my troubled youth when I was trying to find myself. Ghost of Tsushima is made by a Western-based game studio, but a lot of good Japanese people work there, so there shouldn't be as much Western influence on Ghost of Tsushima. Interesting. Well, I haven't played it yet, so I wouldn't really know. It would be interesting for a review, if not. But like I said, I haven't really played many games this year. I played the last game I bought was Final Fantasy VII Remake. As you probably know, that of course I had to buy that. But other than that, I haven't really haven't really had a lot of time or income to be able to get into any new games. I have been playing some older games that I've owned, that I've not gotten to yet. But when it comes to new games, I don't really, especially with games that, well, I can't just buy games if I don't know what they're about, or if I know I'm not gonna like them. Even if it's for review's sake, it's not really. Well, in the end, it's not really worth it. So I that's why I tend to stick to games that I know that I'm gonna enjoy and have a lot of time sunk into. Like with Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I have finished. I probably finished it 7 times now. But that's that would be interesting for a future. Well, for a future review, maybe. Oh, now let me go get something to drink because I feel like I need to drink something. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, just a few minutes. I just need to get some. Get a drink. All right, I'm back. All right. As long as you enjoy what we're playing, it is what matters. Oh, absolutely, Gabriel-san. That's pretty much. I can't really sink $60 into a game I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy, and most of the time I can tell. I can tell if I watch a game and if I'm gonna enjoy it or not. So I don't do that. Now, if I have a well, it would be nice in the future to just be able to buy games, even if I know I'm not gonna like them, because it would be good for the channel. I think it would be great to be able to review more newer games. That would be fun. Once the channel starts growing more and more, I will be able to do that in the future, which I think is great. Patrick-san, konnichiwa to you. Welcome. Am I a fan of visual novels? Yes, I am. I recently played through, well, not all of it, but some of Higurashi, and it was a very good time. The original one, the first one, the original version, which was a very interesting because it was my first true exposure to the original one. What is your opinion on traps? It's fine. I'm fine with it. Anyway, I talked all about YouTube, all the YouTube things, videos that are coming, and are you watching Higurashi Go? No, I have not. Not yet. Like I've said in previous streams, I haven't really watched anime that much this year, unfortunately. There we go. Chef-sama, what is your favorite form of recreation / transportation, such as bicycling, rollerblading, or skate / longboarding? That's interesting. Now, I did do, when I was younger, I did do a lot of skating. I did have a skateboard, and that was how I moved around for quite a while. When I was, when I was like 14, 15, up to I was around 19, so around 10 years ago was the last time I stood on a board. Have you ever seen the anime A Silent Voice? It's very good. Sadly, the good people who made it, its studio got burned out. Oh, that's right. Yes. By some Western tourists, and tragically, yes, that's sad. That's really sad. Yes, I knew who that is. That is a very... Wow, that's interesting that you know about that, Patrick-san. Not many people know. But yes, no, I have not seen it. I probably should. But oh, Chef-sama. How do you feel about people who bring up Japan's war crimes during World War II? I think the contribution of anime, manga, and hentai more than make up for many people they killed. Well, we don't really know if any of that is true to begin with, that stuff. So, because there's a lot of back and forth between people and, well, that's just how it is. How many languages can you speak, Chef-sama? I speak Swedish, English, and Japanese. I had a when I was younger. I did read some German, some Italian, some Spanish. Those were the main ones, but nothing really stuck because well, I have no use for those. I have no use for those languages. I went longboarding for the second time today and wiped out. Luckily, my knee wasn't scraped too bad. Oh, that's good. Well, at least you didn't it didn't hurt yourself too bad. Hopefully, you're fine. Can we ban all Koreans in chat? No, it's fine. If you're Korean, that's fine. We shouldn't ban. There's some good Korean media out there as well. Mostly live action movies. So although you see Kojima as a traitor, he is a traitor, which I understand. What do you think of his art director, Joji Shinkawa? He's great, absolutely. That is a great artist. Do I like K-pop? No, I don't. That is just bad imitation music. It can be compared to Western pop music. It's not made to be good. It's made to be a product for dumb people who don't really know anything about music structure or anything like that. As a fellow gentleman, what would you usually approach females, and do you have any advice? Well, I would say if you find someone that you want to talk to, that you have interest in, a compliment would go a long way. That's what I always do. Every time I do that, I always get a little giggle, and they all seem to enjoy it quite a bit. And of course, yes, start up a topic that would be that you know they would enjoy, an interesting topic. Such as games or anime or something like that. Sef-sama, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I hope your channel is still around. Yes, my plan is to keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully I have it will be by then, or well, earlier than that, I hope. It is a full-time job, so I can keep making videos. Hopefully, but my goal is to be able to make a video every week, at least. Did it, I think it paused, yes. Now I'm just imagining Sef-sama skateboarding to school with a piece of toast in his mouth. His bag slung around his shoulder, and meeting up with Joachim, who's playing the PSP before class. Yes, that would be. Unfortunately, the PSP wasn't out when we went to school together. It came out a couple of years later. Actually, how old was I when the PSP came out in 2005, right? I would have been 19 years old. I see a fly. Is this fly still here? I thought I got rid of it. Well, I did have my window open last night, so that could explain. Sef-sama, would there be a possibility of putting up a Super Sugoi tie on the merch store? It's just a unique style you hold. I know, I would like to do that as well. Unfortunately, they don't have ties. But that is a good, well, you remind me. I am gonna put up a lot of more products on there. I would absolutely love, right now, let me tell you, there are mugs, there are pants, sweatpants. They also have other types of stickers that are up there that I want to add. There's long sleeve t-shirts. There's also tote bags. and there's a couple more smaller things that I would like to add to my store. I noticed that they have a lot. I just didn't have time to do it earlier because I noticed it too late before the stream was gonna start. But that's something I'm gonna be adding after the stream. Well, you can check out in the description. There's a link to Seth-sama's Iryohinten, which is a clothing store in Japanese, my own storefront. And let me tell you, the swordlings that have been buying stuff in the that has been buying stuff in the past, there is it has helped up a lot, especially with how bad my income is right now, with the pandemic and such. I am actually surprised. I just wanted to do it as a anniversary thing to give back to the swordlings. I didn't think I would make that much from it, and it's more than I thought it would be. Of course, nothing that could make me do stuff like this full time. Not yet, but it definitely helps. Japanese lesson stream when? Densu-san, that's very interesting that you brought that up. That is something I have thought of in the past couple of days. That would be fun. There's a very good anime on Netflix. I think you should watch, Seth-sama, called Great Pretender. I recognize that name. I don't know much about it. Netflix has gotten Netflix Japan has provided a lot of studios with the opportunity to make stuff. We wouldn't be seeing Baki if it wasn't for Netflix, which is very interesting. And it's Netflix Japan that we'll have to thank for that, which is great. Yes, yes, there's yes, mugs I would absolutely add to there. I think I added it for the Budo design. The Budo's design, I think it's on there right now. It might take a while for it to show up, but I want to add more. I want to add more to the. I want to add the Super Sugoi design as well, and a lot of other stuff. I want to add everything that swordlings would like. I can confirm with all of you fellow swordlings that the merch is really good quality. I have a t-shirt and tank top and I love each. Oh, that's really sugoi. Well, arigato for the purchase, Patrick-san. That is really sugoi. Will there be more designs in the future? Yes, and I will be announcing it. I want to be able to add 2 designs. Of course, I could be adding. I could just focus on adding a ton of designs, but I want it to be. I want to focus on 2 designs at one time, and then have a little pause before I add any more designs. And I want to be able to add 2 designs at the same time, or a variation of a current design. I think that would be great. I'm thinking of having a different. There's some kind of bug on there. It's not a fly. It's something else. Oh, whatever. I'm leaving it. But I was gonna say, Baki is so good. It is. It is a classic. When it comes to martial arts, it really goes above and beyond. It does a lot. It does a lot of interesting things that a lot of mangas don't really do. Martial art mangas, that is. which most of them are really entertaining. It's just that nobody actually goes as far as Baki does with it. Do you prefer beer, wine, sake, or cocktails? Out of those, I do enjoy wine. Sake, of course. Sake has a very broad... There's also the Japanese whiskey, which I do enjoy a lot. I do drink that every time I'm in Japan. I always make sure in the evenings to get some whiskey when I'm in Japan. That was I think every single evening I went out to find a new bar, and the bars in Japan are really nice. They're really small and cozy. Well, some of them are bigger, but I do enjoy the ones that are a bit smaller. And I can get something to drink and have a chat with the locals. I really miss Japan. I want to go back there soon. How much do you usually make of merch? Well, it could say around 50 or 60 bucks a month since August, around that. It's some extra cash, which is nice. Okay, so my swordlings. I have, well, as you can tell, I am going all in on streams right now. Let's talk. Let's have some stream talk. I am gonna be streaming, as you can tell by the stream schedule, every Saturday at this time. It depends on your timeline right there. But that's when I will be streaming, and I will be going for 3 hours straight every Saturday. And I have a well, you can say I have some kind of structure to the streams. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes it will be just like this, just a hangout stream. But the idea is that I'm gonna start every stream. The first hour of the stream will just be a hangout stream, like this. It will be a pre-stream, where we just sit down and talk, and that will be the focus. Is that we will sit down and talk for an hour, wait for everyone to show up that want to watch, and then we will move on to the main event of the stream, which I have a couple of ideas for. I think that would make everyone happy, because some people really enjoy these hangout environment, and I do as well. I really do. But I do think it's important to have some kind of structure in the future, because I personally would like to have to teach more during these streams. One of them is actually, I already have an idea for one stream that I think about doing on Saturday that I will announce later. But I already know what I want to do on Saturday, pretty much. Now let's read up on chat a little bit. Sef-sama, you have good taste in music. Oh, Gabriel-san, arigato. RJD-san, yes, I got merch and it was great. Arigato for the purchase. I'm glad you're enjoying the product. That is really sugoi. Might have to get the chopsticks and use some Jingen Kurosu Ryubudo Taijutsu on that bug. Yes, that's actually a thing I want. No, I can't talk about. I can't talk about that I'm gonna be talking about my martial art rate later, at a later date. I can't spoil anything. I really love Japanese architecture, and their cities are so clean, which is also nice. Yes, they are. Which is very interesting, because when you're in Japan, you don't really come across a lot of trash cans or anything like that. Which you would think that people would just throw stuff on the ground, but they don't. And I guess it really shows because in the West, even with the people that are good, when there is trash on the ground, it tends to make people, well, it really makes people just throw stuff on the ground when they see it's already dirty. But if it's all clean, not even like people like the Yakuza, criminals, not even those people would throw trash on the ground, which is interesting. It really shows how much respect they show each other. Well, yes, I was going to talk about the streams. Here's the schedule. I will be, like I said, now on Saturday, I will be streaming at this time. Next Saturday. And it starts with a pre-stream where we sit down like this. And then we move on to the main event. Unless the main point of the stream in the future is to have a hangout stream. Then it's going to just be like this. But I don't want those. I don't want that to be every stream. I want there to be some kind of main event. And yes, the name of these streams, I think you all Swordlings know. For those of you that have been around for a while, it's been a long time since we last had it. But I think you know the name of these, what the name of these weekly streams will be. Let me show you. Fighting Streamers is the name of these streams. I thought it was a great idea to bring back the name Fighting Streamers. It makes sense. And for those of you that don't know, me and Joachim started that years ago. And it was not a very current, it wasn't a very continuous thing. We would just do it when we felt like it. But look out for this logo on the thumbnails, and you would know that it is about the Saturday streams. Yes, that is the official logo of Fighting Streamers. As you can tell, it is designed after the Naruto logo. And I am very much looking forward to the next, to the beginning. I guess the first Fighting Streamers stream on Saturday. Actually, let me get... I'm gonna move this a little bit. There we go. Would Joachim guest star every once in a while? He has said that he is not very interested in streaming this stream environment a lot. But maybe, I don't know. But he's also very busy. And when we hang out, we usually just want to work on stuff. Which is what I want. I want that to be a thing too. We want to create videos together, so. Anyway. Yes, streams would be. So that is the idea of the streams. Saturdays at this time up here, and it will start with 1 hour pre-stream, and then the next 2 hours will be the main event. Notice me, Sef-sama. I have noticed you as ASM-san. Bon-san. Hey, Sef-sama, I love to listen to your voice in the background while doing things. But have you ever listened to or even ever considered making any ASMR videos? No, I haven't considered it. I know it's a thing. I don't really understand the idea of it. And I don't really, even if I made, I don't really know what it would be like. Have you had a good day today, Sef-sama? Yes, I had a great day. I had really fun. It was a very productive day with a lot of work done, a lot of research. So I am happy. Some days are really nice. Days are really nice like this. When you have a lot of energy and you can work on stuff. Some days not so much, but that's just how it is. Gomenasai, Sef-sama, for being late to the stream. Arigato. Oh, don't worry, Dono. I'm still streaming. I will be going for a little bit longer. I said I would stream for an hour, but I will be going a little bit longer. It can go 30 more minutes, I think. But it is a shorter stream because I want Swordlings to know what's coming in the future, and mostly just to prepare people for the Saturday streams. And for those of you that are just showing up, I have to also say that the day and the time was decided by the Swordlings themselves. It was something. Something that I put up on the Sef-sama community, and yes, it has been decided by you Swordlings. Ohayo, Speck-san. Welcome back. I need to head out, Mina. Have a great rest of your day. Jane, Patrick-san, arigato for watching the stream. You got to hear everything, every important detail at least. Have a good night. Oyasumi. Sef-sama. Who is the best Sonic character after Shadow? Oh. Well, Shadow is my favorite, and Rouge is very close. Very close to to being my favorite. I think Shadow just passes by a little bit. But those are my two favorite Sonic characters for different reasons. Have you ever made a YLYL video? No, I don't know what that means. Sonic is the most nostalgic one, in my opinion. That is true. You laugh, you lose. Oh, I heard that. I've heard that before. That could be interesting. It would be a quick video to make. Maybe it will be good between bigger projects, I think. That is a fun idea. There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun stuff we could watch. But Afrik-san, have you seen Damacy? I have not. I have not. Interesting. Well, I guess some of you sorts are interested in that. That's fun. Okay, I would look into that. Sesama, how is your martial art coming along? I've not been able to practice it for a bit now. I've been working on a lot of stuff, but I've not been able to work on Jingen Crosso Ryubudo Taijutsu in a bit now. I will be coming back to it, but I am trying to put all my free time into working on videos. Della-chan, welcome to the stream. Do you have an Instagram? I do not. I have Twitter, but I don't have an Instagram. I'm late. Did I miss anything important? Sebo-san, welcome back. I do want I did announce the return of fighting streamers, and also I talked about the time, the schedule for the stream, Saturdays this time. I mentioned that I'm working on videos. Well, there are a bunch of videos, and also I got a few more ideas for videos this stream. And that's what I've been talking about. But yes, I don't have an Instagram. I don't really know what the difference between all of those. I know it's focused on photos or pictures. I don't really take a lot of. I don't really take pictures that much, so it doesn't really. It wouldn't appeal to anyone who follows me, since that's the case, and it wouldn't really appeal to me that much. But my Twitter, I do occasionally post stuff there. If it's not updates, it's just a quick little opinion on stuff that I haven't talked about in a video, or maybe I mentioned something that I've talked about in the past videos that people wouldn't know about. Seth-sama, do you still use Baka Western cutlery, like a knife and fork, or have you swapped to chopsticks permanently? I do I do use a combination of both. When I'm eating Western food, as you all probably know, most Western foods are, well, they're meant to be used with a knife and fork. But when it comes to anything that I could use chopsticks for, and as well, I guess any Japanese food would work with that. But there's also other stuff that would work. Streak-san, welcome to the stream. Oh, arigato. Arigato for liking my stuff. That's great. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Nabu-san, that's a very personal question, but I wouldn't say I prefer. I don't really have a preference. It's all great, I would say. Actually, when is gonna be your next video game review? I just got here. Yes, the next video that's coming out that I'm working on is gonna be a review. I'm working on it right now, and it will be coming out soon. I can't say. I can't say a date because I don't really know, but it's gonna be soon. It will at least be. Well, let's just say I have plans to at least get a few videos out this month. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. You can probably that's what I meant with soon. It will definitely come out way before the end of the month. Let's just say that. But yes, when it comes to videos, I have a ton of scripts. I have a ton of ideas. It's just that I need to get this video done. I must say, Sef-sama, that is a particularly snazzy tie you have there. Or this one. Yes, I enjoyed this one. I like this one quite a bit. I have a couple more, as you probably know. There are more that I have. These are just. Oh, there's actually another one here. Let's see. No, but these ones should be recognized by you, Swordlings. These two are classic Chef-sama ties that I've used in the past. I also have a purple one. Oh, it's right here. There's a purple one, and I have a few more that I haven't used in a video in a while. Have you ever considered a drinking stream and watching videos recommended by fellow swordlings? That is a fun idea. But unfortunately, when it comes to watching videos, they need to be curated before I can watch them. And not because of the content of the videos themselves, but because of all the copyright stuff. YouTube is very, very picky with that stuff. They could take down a whole stream if it's copy strike. which is unfortunately that was one of the things that why I considered started streaming. Well, I will continue streaming on Twitch, but then they also went in on that really hard. The copyright claiming of streams and just clips and stuff. So I have abandoned Twitch. Well, I won't be using Twitch. I will be using YouTube from now on. So I will be changing. That's why you don't see the Twitch link in the description of any of the latest videos or on my Twitter or anything like that. Sefsama, have you managed to find your swords? Oh, my swords are fine. It is the boken that I didn't find. But I found it right after I did the last stream. Here's my boken that I use for when I practice. You've probably seen it before. I've used these in videos. It is, well, this is this one I've used for many years. As you probably can see, it's pretty, well, it's been used a lot. It has done me a lot of good in the past. All right. The way you wear your ties is so unique, Sefsama. Sugoi. Do you think so? Yes. I feel like most people have said that. It is a very... I do find it very interesting. I think it's part of my fashion. I'm new to the channel and I love your videos. They are very sugoi. So glad I found you. Keep it up. Oh, Greg-san. Arigato. I'm really glad you're enjoying the videos. That is great to hear. Yes, there will be more videos in the future. Streak-san, one day I'd absolutely love if you made almost like a tutorial video for the fighting style you were developing as well. Yes, that is the plan. That is the plan. I made there's a video up on the channel called I Made My Own Martial Art. It is a very early Jingen Cross Ryubudo Taijutsu, at the time called Dimension Cross Ryubudo Taijutsu. And it was very early. It was very early in its development. And I shouldn't really have shown off anything at the time, but Swordlings really enjoyed it, at least. And found it, and the principles from that time still is intact. The Aiki, the idea of it being a very physical Aiki based martial art is still there. Have you ever been to Japan? If so, where have you been? I have. I went with my parents a few years ago. And it was really sugoi. It was great. It was the best country I've ever been to, which is why when I go there next time, I'm gonna be traveling all over the place. I only went to Tokyo, and I stayed in the Tokyo area. Really sugoi. Riri-san, welcome to the stream. I stayed in the Tokyo area, but I really do want to go up north. I especially want to visit Osaka and Kyoto, but also a lot of other places in Japan. I mostly just want to travel so I can see all the different cities and decide where I want to move in the future. Because I really want to see where in the country I would like to be. I want to go to Kyoto so I can see where they filmed Gamera 3. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I'd love to see some rural areas. If I ever see you there, can I give you a hug? Yes, I guess so. Unless it's still, you know, like the pandemic right now. But hopefully, it won't be. Since it will probably be a few years into the future. Let's see. 15. Okay, 15 more minutes seems to be a good. Like I said, this would be a short stream. But I am glad so many Soulings showed up. This is really sugoi. Hold on. There's something I need to check real quick. Okay. Seth-sama, what are your favorite moves in martial arts? Oh, that's a really hard question. That's a really broad question. I think easier would be talk about what martial arts I enjoy. Of course, when it comes to Japanese martial art, the superior form of martial art, there is of course the one that people know about the most, karate, judo. I also am a big fan, and also just practitioner of aikido, which is great. There's also like arigato for 500 yen, Tentacles.
You're super sugoi.
Arigato. That's really sugoi. Wow. That's great. You are very sugoi as well. Which is your favorite Persona game / character? I really liked 5. I'm about to replay it. Oh, Greg-san, 5 is actually my favorite as well. Although they are all good. All Persona games are good. Of course we showed up when you're bestowing important knowledge upon us. Well, arigato. Yes, this is when it comes to martial art, there's a lot. There's a lot of well, there's a lot of interesting things to learn. When it comes to character, I guess a good character. There's so many good ones. Now, Futaba is one of my favorites. One of my absolute favorite Persona characters. There are also other really good ones. There's so many good... Kanji is a really good one as well. Wow, it's just... I don't know. I actually don't know. But those two are absolutely some of my favorites. In martial arts, what is the most important thing? For example, speed versus strength. Well, when it comes to speed versus strength, it definitely depends on, well, your body structure. Because you can't... you have to focus on your strengths. You need to focus on perfecting your strengths, and when it comes to your weaknesses, you need to make sure that they don't come in the way of your strengths. That's what's important about martial arts. It doesn't matter if you're a more nimble, fast person or someone with a lot of strength. You just need to think of your strengths and your weaknesses, and then work on them from there on. I think that's very important. Chef-sama, if you had kids, what would you make them go to Japan as exchange students to learn superior Japanese culture? Absolutely. Once they are of an age where I could do that, I would absolutely do that. I would also teach them Japanese at home as a second language. Or probably the most likely scenario would be that they already, they're born and grew up in Japan. Would probably be the most likely scenario. But if not, I would absolutely do that. How many kids have you... Saint-san, welcome. How many kids have you knocked into the void, Chef? None? I don't really... No one? Rei or Asuka? I did mention this question. Asuka is... Yes, she is my favorite. I like them both, but I would say Asuka is my favorite. You said you had a good day today, so I thought I'd make it even better, Chef-sama, for all your beautiful content on this platform. Oh, arigato. Arigato, Tereka-san. That's really sugoi. See what I mean? I don't understand. I don't understand. Konbanwa, Chef-sama. What are you excited for Yakuza 7? Yes, it's come out, right? It's already out. I think it is. but I really want to play it. Unfortunately, it will have to wait. But it is a Yakuza game I just want to jump into and play as soon as possible. Oh, Bon-san, arigato. That's really nice. That's really nice to hear. Arigato. Chef-sama, what are some subarashi names for your future kids? Well, I have actually not given this... I got this question last stream, and I haven't really given it much thought, but it would definitely be something Japanese. Absolutely. There are many good Japanese names. I just have to find the one that works best. Like Henry? That is not a Japanese name. Would you consider naming one of your children after Shadow the Hedgehog? It depends. I do prefer a Japanese name, but video game characters would be great too. Shadow is a great name. Yes, Shadow would be great. Am I excited for DMC5 version? I am. I would really want... Yes. Kage is a great name. That's right. Oh, let's go for a bit longer. I think the 2-hour mark would be good. I think that would be perfect. So 30 more minutes. I think that would be good. Yes, I've seen that. I would really like to play as Virgil. I already played through Devil May Cry 5 a bunch of times already, but I can't wait to play more as Virgil. That would be great. Yes, I agree. I can't wait. I can't wait. There's so much good stuff coming out, and 2021 is gonna be really interesting. My favorite Devil Breaker? Oh. They're all really useful. Especially with all the different techniques that it has. Some of them imitate some of the Devil Breakers do imitate Nero's old abilities, and I do enjoy those a lot. Like being able to grab enemies is always great. I think that's a good mechanic. That was a great mechanic in Devil May Cry 4, and it works great in 5 as well. But the other ones are really fun too. Some of the new interesting stuff. Kui-san, welcome. Sweet Surrender and Mega Buster sucks though. They have their uses. They have their uses. Meso-san, welcome. Chef-sama, When I was a kid, DMC3 was too hard for me, and as a teenager I couldn't get into DMC4. What would you suggest for someone trying to get into the series now? Devil May Cry 1 is actually still really good. Devil May Cry 2 is harder to get into. It's not the best out of them. It's not bad, but it's definitely, I wouldn't recommend that as the first game. Devil May Cry 1, Devil May Cry 3, and Devil May Cry 5 and 4 are also, well, I would say you should play 1 and 3 before playing 4 and 5. But 5 is really, really great. I also have a full playthrough, if you remember. I did a full playthrough of a full playthrough of the first Devil May Cry on a stream. I think that would be fun in the future as well. It's not a very long game. It's pretty short. Are you disappointed the DMC5 didn't have Shooty HD on the soundtrack? No, it's a good soundtrack, so I don't. I don't. The soundtrack is great. I love the Devil May Cry 5 soundtrack. Favorite Gundam series, Mobile Suit, Gundam Wing. It's a great one and a classic. What do you think of the PS5 launch lineup? The console looks great. I do want to get one as soon as possible. There's gonna be a lot of good games for that. I don't know about that, Lavsan. I don't know. No, it's good. The soundtrack is great. But some people have different tastes. It's still good though. Would you ever consider playing Destiny 2? No. Unless I do it for a review, I would not be playing it. But with a lot of games, with a lot of Western games, there are some that I'm curious enough that I want to try it out, at least for a review. But it has come to the point where I look at a game and I know immediately if I'm gonna like it or not. And with Western games, I don't really have to look too much into it to know what it's about. And I wouldn't be playing any of those games on my own. Absolutely not. Seth-sama, could you show us some of your favorite figurines? I've already showed the ones that I have that are up here. Right now there's a lot of there's some that are still in storage that I need to get out. There's also a lot of ones that I want. Christian-san, do you like the Monster Hunter franchise? Yes, I do. If so, what one is your favorite? Monster Hunter World is my favorite. What's your favorite Japanese food? And do you like to cook? Tonkotsu ramen is my favorite. Yes, I do like to cook. I would like to try more. I've talked about doing a cooking video in the future. That will have to wait for a while, but that is something I want to do in the future. There is also... I'm also really curious about just like cooking in general. I've tried cooking a lot of Japanese food. I do like a lot of Nissin ramen. I've had that a lot. What is your maximum bench press? I don't know. I haven't done that in many years. I don't really need to, since I practice martial arts. So, yes, I don't really do that stuff. It doesn't really matter for me, personally. Nissin, yes, they're great. So yes, I have gone over pretty much everything that I wanted to, and I will just keep answering all these questions for another 25 minutes. If you have any questions, or just want to know something about the channel, or if there's something that you don't quite understand, let me know. Who's your favorite Yakuza character? Unfortunately, I haven't played a lot of Yakuza. I have played Yakuza 0 for quite a bit. Of course, I could just say Kiryu, but I mean, I don't really know much about the other characters. What is your opinion on Chinese and Koreans copying the anime formula? Shameless. Although they can create good stuff, it puts a bad taste in your mouth immediately. What Western game surprised you the most, good and bad? Well, when it comes to good, I was really surprised by The Messenger. That was a fun time. Indie games, when it comes to Western games, indie games are better because they usually take inspiration from Japanese game design philosophy. Good Japanese games when they make their games, which is great. They are about actually making art and not about making a product that will sell, like most Western games. Skaka-san, welcome. Hello, Sef-sama. Could you set the record straight and tell us what your power level is? Oh, that's an interesting question. Well, it would be really well. Of course, like I said, Sef-sama has a lot of power and a lot of well, compared to other characters. Let's just say other characters like Shadow or Crono. I have access to well, Japanese culture, anime, and manga for my inspiration. and I can use. That's one of my abilities in the Sephiroth Sword 57 show. Is that I can use abilities from everything, from all of these, mediums. So anything that, let's say, Cloud can do, I could do as well. For example. But Cloud, who is just part of his universe, of the Final Fantasy VII universe, he can only do stuff within his universe. But I have a more broad, you could say, potential of my abilities. Which is why Seph-sama is so, or Seph-sama or Sephiroth Sword 57 is so strong in the show. Do you plan on continuing the Sephiroth Sword 57 storyline through video game reviews, or like the Gaiden show? Gaiden is the continuation, as you all know from the timeline. Actually, let me show you the timeline real quick. Because I have it available right here. This one is not updated yet. But let's just go through some of it. Okay, a little bit smaller. There we go. Now, as you can see, the timeline is, it's quite big, but when we get further down, you will see that it's that at the end there, it's gonna take a little bit. I want to go through it slowly so that you can see everything. It is. There's a lot of space in between. You will see the beginning of the timeline has a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff happened there that has not happened in videos yet. Such as Crono and Seth meeting for the first time. And, Shadow and Seth meeting for the first time. We have not seen that. But the most important one is this one coming up right here. The 5-year search for Shadow. As most of you know, the end of Pokemon Go and from the end of the Pokemon Go video and it's gonna go a little bit further down. There's a couple of videos happening during this time, this 5-year-old search, including the Doom and the Aria of Sorrow reviews. They fit in there as well. Here, the Breath of the Wild video. The Breath of the Wild video shows up that is after 5 years has passed. And that leads into the first episode of Sephiroth Sword 57 Gaiden. So yes, Sephiroth Sword, it does end with the first episode of Gaiden. So it can't, the reviews can't go on beyond that. But in the 5-year, as you know, the 5-year gap after the Pokemon Go video, there's a lot of things that could happen there, as well as before in the beginning of the timeline. What did you name your katana? I haven't named the ones that I own because I haven't used them that much. But for my boken, the name of my boken is Sakuraguchi. Like I said, I've had this one for a long time, and it needed a fitting name. And that is the name of my boken. Sakuraguchi. You ever played Dragon's Dogma? I have. It is quite fun. I like it. It would be fun to see a second game. Do you adhere to Japanese time or Swedish time? Swedish time. Mostly because, well, I work during the day. So, yes, I have to make sure that that I follow Swedish time. Unfortunately. May I ask when you first started going by the name Sephiroth Sword 57? It was actually right before I did the channel. Well, not right before. I had used it for quite a while. Yes, it is 2 a.m. Soon, in a bit. But I don't start working until 11 a.m. So it's fine. But yes, the Sephiroth Sword 57 name, I did start using that on forums back in the day. That was how I wanted to figure out a name, and that's what I went with. I want your job. No, you don't. I only work 4 hours a day, and I barely make enough money to, to just pay for the necessities. It is enough though, but just barely enough. That's why I'm doing this YouTube stuff more often now. Because I'm able to. I don't know if you've ever played Asura's Wrath. I have. I played that when it came out, which is made by Capcom. If you haven't, I highly recommend it. I think it's pretty cheap if you want to check it out. Yeah, it is great. I can recommend that to other sortlings. I thought about making a video about it a long time ago, but other stuff came in the way that I wanted to do. For example, I think it was around the time when I did that Mario Maker video, and then came Bloodborne, and then there was a lot of stuff going on. So what's the big announcement? I was busy eating ramen. There was no big announcement other than I announced But the name of the streams in the future, as you can see, I went with the classic fighting streamers. I talked about the future, about the all, not specifically, but about videos that I'm making, which is a couple. And it's mostly for swordlings who haven't, well, who don't know what's going on. You don't follow the Twitter or anything like that. Have you ever tried working at a Japanese restaurant or onsen? I have not. That would be fun though. I would love to try that. Okay. I'll be going for 10 more minutes. Salmon or tuna sushi? Oh, that's I think I personally prefer salmon, but I like both. But salmon is, yes, that's the one I like. I don't eat a lot of sushi. I do like it, but I prefer ramen when it comes to Japanese food. But it really depends on my mood. Are you fluent in Japanese? Somewhat. I can have a conversation with a Japanese person. I did it when I went to Japan, but we switched between English and Japanese. Did it pause the... Okay. Either way, it was that was at the time when I realized how how well I could do in Japan with my Japanese. Can we expect any new transformations for Seth-sama in Gaiden, like the one in Bloodborne review when he fought against Nintendo? Well, not the same type of transformation. As for those of you who don't know, who haven't watched the timeline video, Seth-sama in that moment he acted instinctively. It wasn't on purpose. He just went into, well, he just tapped into his powers that he didn't know he had. Same with in the Shadow of the Colossus review, when he used the Kagebuchi no Jutsu. That was also one, and Rasengan, that was stuff he didn't know he could do. And when he tried doing it later, he couldn't do it on just by himself. He only acted on instinct. Why don't I move there? A lot of money. I don't have the money to do that. I will be when I have a stable income. And that's it. In the future I will. But yes, that is the reason why Seth-sama could do those things in the Sephiroth Sword 57 review show. And he will learn how to handle those those abilities properly in Gaiden. But I can't really say any more than that. But expect to see some interesting stuff happening in that show. Let's see. Okay. 6 more minutes. I'll be going a little bit... I'll be going for 6 more minutes. Yes, this has been great. As always, these hangout streams are really fun. And I think it's gonna get even better with the weekly streams. Now that everyone knows the schedule. Right there. It would be great. And also I will announce a few days earlier, probably on Wednesday. Wednesdays I will announce what will happen on the Saturday streams. Wednesdays or Thursdays, probably Thursday. That would make more sense. Oh, well. Well, something else I wanted to bring up. Yes, let's go over the things real quick. Channel, videos are coming. The merch. More items will be added soon. I will let you know on Twitter when I've done that. There will also be something about my channel. No, I guess that's it. Streams. Here is the schedule. Every Saturday at this time. And the streams will have it will have a format with 1 hour. It will be a 3-hour stream. With the first hour being a hangout pre-stream segment like this. And then the last 2 hours will be the main event. That's what I plan to do. And I will start with 3 hours. But in the future, maybe it will be longer, depending. Because of the time that it starts really late for me. That's why I went with 3 hours. Arigato Sef-sama for hanging out with us. I'm off to buy some merch. Oh, that is Super Cigar. Arigato. And Lee-san. The stream is just ending. That's really unfortunate. But welcome to the stream. Love your videos. I'm around your age, so I've experienced some of the same games. Wow, that's really sugoi. Yes, I see that. 1986. We're born the same year. That's great. Then we grew up in then we were both really young when the Sega Mega Drive came out. I have great memories of that. Buhu-san, welcome. Wow, I see a lot of sorting showing up now, right when I'm ending the stream. But the stream is ending in a few minutes, unfortunately. Are there any parts of episodes or whole episodes you've made that you regret? No. There are parts of episodes that I think I don't like Onis in my chat. You're putting time out. But there are episodes that I think I could have done better. Now that when I think back to it on it, and well, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Maybe you will see something about that in the future. Oh, Arigato, Hado-san.
Have a bowl of instant ramen on Nisep-sama. I hope we will see that in episode 2 someday.
Oh, arigato. That's really nice. Arigato. 500 yen. That is great. Was there something important I missed? Not super important, but as you can see on screen, this is pretty much the stuff I wanted to talk about. And that I'm working on videos. New stuff in the merch store, and that's pretty much it. It is really unfortunate when supportive swordlings show up right when I end. It does happen, and it's not much I can do about it. But it's there will be more streams. My swordlings, I will see you on Saturday. Saturday will be Saturday at this time. Mark your calendar. This will be the first of the return fighting streamers. So, until then, have a good night, evening, morning, or day. And I will see you swordlings later. Moshi mosh!